hand come, he retreats, create the distance. Now, if he decided to follow the technique, now, if we decided to come in again, uppercut. At this point now, he can maneuver his horse and go to control.
Oh, okay.
That would be more or less in the traditional sense, just like this. From Longfest, we have like sinking hands. He sink, he throw another punch, sink, he throw another punch, he sink. In real fighting, he'll say, standing up, grab his hair, turn him, take his neck.
Okay.
That's the real fight. Fuck all the sinking shit. We don't have time for all that. So we just take it from here. Traditionally, kneeling horse, kneeling horse, kneeling horse. But in a real street fight, pow, he's just there.
Sure.
Right? The other one comes. I'll take him. I'll grab his hair and I'll grab his clothes. I expose his neck. Pow. That's the reality behind all of that.
You know, and then after the first Panther, then is it this motion, and then you come in and do the third.
What you want to do is you want to stretch your horse. So, when you are papao, guatoy,
So you're going forward. So you slide forward and hit forward.
yeah. So, say for example, we just did jit, subji choy, cup choy. Should be kick, chop, grab, palm, panther, panther, panther.
Okay. And then when you're about to close, I think when you come back here, and then you step.
On that same token, Charles. So he's here. He's advancing him. He's advancing him. I'm creating space between us. I anticipate he may come again.
Oh, I see.
But if he just don't use the arm work and use the footwork, he's got one, he charged me. Now bring that foot all the way up and come and get me, yeah. So he's got one. Now I make use of my extension.
So it's a tiger when you do that?
It's a tiger, it's whatever the hell you want it to be.
Oh, I see.
Right now, it's your extension working for you.
Sure.
It could very well be here.
Sure.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a headhunter like all the time.
Okay. And then at the very end, I think raise up, kick, and then come here, and boom, boom, and hit your left, right, the roller over, and press.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that just remember that your break release, you know it?
That kind of thing.
Finish it. If you too long, if you wait too long,
Then you can't.
ha!
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
So think about your extensionary motions. Right? Ha!
Oh, I see.
You think about your extensionary motions. Because if I wait too long with something like this, then I'm coming in.
Yeah,
I'm coming in.
sure.
But if you, let's check. When you do that, you get ready to kick the shit out of them. Remember, my foundation is not protected.
Sure.
I got the, as they say, the great balls of fire are wide open.
Oh, I see.
Nah, use a kick. Try again. I'm here. Ha! Exactly. It's right there. Grab me. Ha! It's right there.
Sure.
That's your voicing.
Okay.
It's there. You know. But that kind of movement, you don't want to wait too long, because if somebody know what they're doing, then you open yourself up. Right? If you open yourself up trying to make the break, it just makes the door is open for me to charge.
Sure. Okay.
When you do this,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that he's doing this.
Oh, okay. You could be striking.
When his strike come, we'd be a touch hand. We want to feel him because we want to know where he is. But this may not be the target.
Sure.
So this may say,
Oh,
I
sure.
use it to get inside.
Sure.
Then I'll rip it,
Sure. Okay.
you know? If I'm going to use this here, what are you going to do in the natural sense? Raise the elbow.
Yes.
Puts a stop to all of that.
Sure.
So how I'm gonna beat that is relax it. When you throw the punch, I'm gonna move
Sure.
this way. Elbow can't help you now.
Yeah.
I got around it. And from there,
Sure. Sure.
that's why it's like, everybody sees this move all the time. But unless you know what you're doing, and you know the pros and cons of it,
Sure.
charge me. Pow! Force.
Sure. Yeah.
Elbow.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Back up a little bit. You elbow, it made a defensive motion.
Oh,
Pow! There you go. Now I'm screwed.
sure.
So I went from here, pow!
You can trade on it. Sure.
Perhaps my floating rib is gone.
Sure, you can trade on that.
Yes. In the same token, you do like, we were talking about the Sao Choy earlier. It's not limited. When he throws a punch, pow! This way.
Sure.
I'm using it now as a defensive motion,
Sure.
because my redirect and spring back, pow, boom.
Sure.
So we say like this. What your Qigong Dino teaches is that every offense is a defense, every defense is an offense.
Oh, sure.
So simultaneously, it's not just limited that this is a offensive attack. It could very well be a defensive move.
Sure.
Yeah. We talk about like one of the most basic hands is the move away hand, right? The move away hand, and it's like regardless to if it's like we in Home Sing we do it both ways. We'll do move away hand here, or we'll do the move away hand here. In one context, the move away hand is used as a deflection, right? Deflected over. So if we deflect it over, then we're going over too. So that can't be the whole thing about the move away hand. So when he now We want to intercept him. So with this one come, instead of us doing this, where now I got to come back, I just want to intercept his motion. Right? Now, depending on how I'm doing it, I can stay here, and then I can have follow through to the grab. But what I don't want to do is pit my force against his force.
Yeah.
That I don't want to do. Because his shit could be like concrete. You know? And if I'm not developed, the moment I do this, oh shit, I'm hurt. You know? So that I don't want to I don't want to do it. But one of the things that you notice most about in Choy Lee is that it's not this kind of style. One, he throw another strike. Two, he throw another strike. Three, it's not static like that. It's not static. It's a moving style. You know, so his movement is constantly that. It's constantly moving. And he's not gonna stay like he's not gonna stay in like 1-2. In other words, he's not gonna do any isolated motion. That it'll always be a follow through. And initially, he's gonna try to take this away. We will initially try to take this away. If it's here, he comes with the other hand. That's like in our Subchi Kaura. One, two, he throw again. Here. This one. It comes back. But in a real fighting sense, huh? Come again. That's where you end up just mixing shit. That when you learn the form, you realize the form is just a dictionary. And even though the set dictates this or that, or this or that, it's a whole different ballgame when it comes to fighting. Because the scenario may say, 1, 2, follow up with another one.
Oh, 1, 2.
1, 2. Right? Or this one. 1, 2. A check hand and a back fist. Right. From the 5 animal internal. But now you're just blending shit, you know? So you don't want to end up thinking about. You don't want to end up thinking about if he did this and I said, pow, or, and then if Hunter countered it, am I gonna come in, pow again? You don't wanna think, you don't wanna think about it.
Yeah.
You wanna say, if this one comes in and I come here and then Hunter counters it, then guess what? Understand that hand placement, well, as long as he's controlling, his hand is committed.
Yeah.
Because in a real fight, this hand would be firm to try to stop my motion. But in the meantime, I'm pressed against his arm, which allows me to free up my hand. You know? So, you know, all it's you practice to forget practice, and then you just fall. Any questions?
No.
Sure.
But the only other one was, there was a part in the left right shooting snake.
Do you have a question?
Yeah. So I know like in Hung Gar, when we split versus in shoulder foot, how do we do that? How do you apply that?
Well, it's a motion off of something you, so we'll just say, for example, you're still in the step.
Okay.
So on this defensive motion, if I come here, now this allows me to be able to steal better.
Okay.
So if I'm going to use this as a defensive, he come through again. Now, with my foot placement, I come in, then I'll trap it.
Okay.
Then I'll sink my weight onto the knee. But that's what initially. One, I'll come in. Now granted, I have that same scenario where I'm here pressed up against his arm and I'm here. But I also have a free hand. But this free hand, it won't be substantial unless it's in concert now with the whole body. So how am I going to do that? I got to move in and make use of everything. Otherwise, my motion is not really fluid. Then I would have to come out of it. And I would have to make this, I would have to commit this. Now, if I was Hercules, I might pull it off. But if he's able to stand his ground, it's not going to work. And I'm off balance. I'm off balance more. In other words, I'm screwed.
Yeah. So,
The body mechanics and that thing is like, so to make that story short, it's like, one, get out the way.
Okay.
so,
Unless he's moving around him.
Oh, okay.
Then it's a different story.
It's sound choice.
so in the left right shooting snake, when you go to do the salute, and you're here, then your footwork and your stance is you're just stepping back
Uh-huh.
and coming
From
straight.
south.
Okay.
So understanding Fun Sao.
Okay.
First of all, the double slap back. Try to
Hmm?
I'll go at you.
You're gonna come at me?
Fun Sao.
Oh.
So, he punched me,
Mm-hmm.
Fun Sao.
Okay.
Slap back. If I'm on this side,
Mm-hmm.
So from here you coming back.
so if I try to midline strike him,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's a good time to utilize like the fun style. Exactly. So, boom. In the set, it's like kind of nice looking, but
I was gonna say-
inside a real fight, it's just a slap back.
Sure.
In a real fight, it's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna redirect itself into something else. but just understanding the motion so that you have an idea. There. Now.
Sure.
Take it into a whole different level because we didn't go real big and wide with it. To lose contact, we said, redirected it to something else. This one now, controlling motion.
So then culturally, this is a salute to the person that's home sing.
Pak Sao, Chum Kill. Cover block, and like a Bill G. So when he throws this Pak Sao, flicking.
Oh,
Because he flicked, he can always follow through
sure,
with his butt chum.
sure.
But that one is blocking, attacking. So you go here, block, attack the eyeball, take the throat. Next move, pow! This
Sure. Charging.
open up.
Sure.
So, boom, pow, exactly.
Okay.
That's
And turning, and then as you come back.
try not to cut it. When you do that, come back all the way. Try not to cut it short. Let it keep going. Scoop it. Because there's a bunch of different things going on. One is you grab me and I say break. Another thing, you punch me, catch him, palm. I would say like this, outside of the context of the set, he grabbed me. Just to break,
Sure,
and he moving in.
sure.
Outside of the context of the form, he punched me, right? Ha! That's it. We're just not sitting in the horse.
Sure,
Cow down, hooking hand, get it out the way.
sure.
Boom. And the movement that Hunter was just talking about. Ha! Boom!
Sure. Okay.
Any other questions?
Not off the top of my head.
All right.
But those are ones that definitely were wanting to fine tune.
Yeah. So,
I've always with the crescent kick after like here. It's not gonna go to the head, is it?
no. Got it.
Okay.
So when we do that, huh?
Yeah.
Pull it off. Here, 1, 2. I'm gonna go right up against his knee to
Okay.
break his foundation. This is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, Tiger Claw.
Mhm.
I catch him.
Yeah.
I catch him again. Tie him up. I take it. I take it.
Oh, you hook it in. Okay.
Adding completeness to it.
One.
Up Tiger Claw.
Tiger claw.
Catch him. Boom. Exactly.
Okay.
Take that. Any semblance of foundation is gone.
Okay.
His foundation is totally broke. That's the kind of like little subtleties. I mean, it's the same as Cheon Choy.
Mm-hmm.
Come in up under. Pull it. Before we sing. Or it's like 1, to tie him
Oh,
to the side of the knee.
same concept.
I mean, the applications can be endless, but the hard part is going really from this to this. You know, that is the hard part.
Mm.
Like in the natural sense
Mhm.
that this punch 1-2.
Mm.
Because now we took it from the traditional sense to a modern reality. We just work it a little more modern, you know. Cheong Choy and Choy Lee can be very well like a boxer's jab. Very well can be like a boxer's jab. It doesn't take away from what it is or what it was designed to do, but the similarity and naturalness very much resembles like a boxer's jab. Some of this other crazy stuff is like he throw a Sao Choy. We say like I shouldn't say this, but this gets a point across. You got a pimp slapping one of his girls, right? And she goes this way. You know, oh, I'm about to get hit. Oh, pow, pow. In the natural sense.
Mhm.
In the natural sense. So that, what looks like a weak cover ends up being a 1 strike, a 2 strike, a 3 strike. I mean, the process can go on and on and on. It's never in the story.
Sure.
And I'm like, I tell you guys, I'm amazed at how my teacher Dino, and then he comes up with this shit, and I'm like, after 40 years, I ain't never knew that shit. First time I ever saw that like that, you know, and it's like, and I know the shit is like endless. It's like, you know, it just keeps recreating itself within itself. But then it's not limited to just Choy Lee.
Yeah.
Phil Jones, hook mantis. He go, ha! Punching. In this sense, I'm not using the elbow as an attack. I'm using it as a defense. But then I open it. Peck wild. That's the beauty of it all. When you can say, without thought, and interject everything just in a flow. I think that's the point we all want to get to. Where we could say, no, all styles as one style.
Mm.
That's when you can take the name off of each individual entity and just go from the technique when it's needed. Every fight is not this. That's not every fight. So you got to know when to use it. That's the problem with a lot of people. That 1, 2. You got to know when to use it. First, you got to know how to use it. Then you got to know when to use it. I could do this and do this. Oh, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I'm not gonna smash my elbow joint. Just give it back to me. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just doing a movement. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I did a movement that seemed right. He threw a punch, I blocked it, I blocked the other one. Look at where he is. Look at where Hunter's hand is. Go, Hunter. I'm screwed. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So when a lot of people say like this, Kung Fu don't work, it's not that Kung Fu don't work. They fucking don't know how to use it. So, we ain't waiting for the bus to come. That's what we're not doing. We're not waiting for the bus to come. It's gonna be the pinball machine. Pop, boom, boom. That's how it's gonna be. Because if I did this, I ain't going home. I ain't going home. Because he's gonna finish it. That's really the difference between top of the surface and knowing really what the fuck you're doing.
Keep your pimp hand strong.
Yeah, you got it.